Meantime, President Joe Biden promised George Floyd's family he will push for the Senate to pass the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle say they are eager to reach an agreement. Our J.J. Burton is going in depth tonight on what's in that bill, and he takes a closer look at what local law enforcement agencies have already changed.
We spoke to several people, and they say they're pleased with some of the reform they're already seeing. For instance, like Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, as well as Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, they're working with local counselors when they go to mental health calls. But much more needs to be done.
Loud and clear.
The country really has spoken.
And many saying police reform is a must. Activists say it starts with the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act of 2020. Accountability for law enforcement, transparency, and reform police training and policies.
There has been extraordinary progress and changes happening.
Micah Johnson is an activist, and he's also a mental health law and policy professor at USF.
I've been in this work for 15 years. It's a very different experience today.
Johnson's latest book is about this topic and the history of police in the Black community.
The conversations were very different. The doors were closed. Now we have people making changes in an institutional way. We have real commitment.
After George Floyd's murder, Tampa Mayor Jane Castor started the Community Task Force on Policing. Agencies like TPD and St. Petersburg Police expanded de-escalation training and put arrest reports and officer complaints online for anyone to see. ABC Action News also compiled this list of major police departments and sheriff's offices in the area using body cameras.
We are absolutely on the right path.
I spoke with April Lott, the president and CEO of Directions for Living in Pinellas County. They work closely with police departments and the sheriff's office dealing with mental health situations. And she told me more than 80% of the calls officers and deputies respond to are nonviolent or mental health related. And that's where Directions for Living comes in.
We need our police officers. They need to play a very specific, very clearly defined role. But they should not be left to respond to mental health crises.
Lott created the first mental health unit, which other agencies are now using. And she also created a pilot program to call up a counselor when they arrive to a mental health call. ABC Action News also learned Bel Air and Largo police departments are testing that new program right now.
Those are extraordinary programs. And what those programs are doing is funneling people who need services away from incarceration and arrest.
Again, more work needs to be done. According to the NAACP, one very important thing for African Americans, trust. She says a lot of people here don't trust the law enforcement agencies, and that needs to change. I'm reporting in Tampa, J.J. Burton, ABC Action News.